What's up, Bro-rittos? Carnae Assada here, and today we're taking a look at Skyrim. So, I have already gone ahead and made a character using the alternate start Live Another Life mod. I have a few mods installed. I will be putting the links to all of those mods in the description, and as we come across them I will be describing them and what they do for us. Now, the Live Another Life mod makes it so you don't have to sit through that god-awful intro of this game over and over and over again as you create new characters. And this one that I chose was childhood friend of Eric the Slayer, the man with the beautiful wispy red hair behind me. So he will be my starting companion as we roam across the land, searching far and wide for things to kill, magic to learn, and people to plunder. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with Restoration in my left hand. Now, the type of character that I like to play is going to be a Frost Resto one-handed battle mage. I will kind of, as I go along, explain why it is so much that I enjoy that particular type of playstyle. I hope that we didn't just crash. Are we good? We are good. Now, the reason I like that particular type of playstyle is it makes it a little bit easier for you to move along through the game. And the higher tier stuff, it's a little easier to revive yourself, as I'm going to be mostly gearing myself towards the, I would say, warrior tree. I won't be putting as much experience and as much points into the thief skill line, so I'm not going to be doing a lot of potion making or anything like that. So it doesn't make a whole lot of sense for me to not level Resto on the side, because that's basically just going to be free experience. So if I recall, we start in Rorikstead. Now that's great and all, except the fact that pretty much for us to start, we need to be here. We need to get ourselves to Whiterun first. That may be our smartest move, because it does appear that getting to any one of the holds, besides perhaps Morthal, would be too far. Now, the reason I want to go to Whiterun first is there's actually some stuff to do in this area, I believe specifically right about here, so we're going to go ahead and hit that first anyway. There is a specific weapon type there that is kind of nice to have. It makes it so that you do bonus damage at night. So we'll go ahead and go in that area and pick that stuff up first. There's also a cave there. It's a bandit cave. It's full of iron ore, but on top of the fact that it's full of iron ore, it also holds an alteration spell. Now, one of the other mods that I picked actually expands the skill trees, and it adds new things like new spell types, new abilities, etc., etc. Now, what's also really cool about that is the fact that I really will end up having a more diverse play. So, yeah, this audio bug is weird. It doesn't make clang-clang noises when I kill things or stab them with my sword. It just makes me grunting noises. It's oddly like virtual reality. Now, hopefully, there isn't too many frame rate drops in this. I'm trying to record in 720p so that we don't have a lot of issues, and it'll be majority 60 frames per second, because when I'm indoors or in a city or in a dungeon, you'll notice that it's going to be a very steady 60 frames per second, and when it's outside, it'll vary between 30 to 40. And I've noticed that the Skyrim Special Edition, even though my computer has a hard time running Fallout 4, doesn't have so much of a hard time actually functioning, and is fairly well optimized, even on my AMD rig, which I'm sure a lot of you people are going to be like, ew, AMD. But you know what? I don't feel like spending a whole lot of money for something that's really overhyped. That's just kind of my belief. Oh my, I am terribly sorry about that. I made terrible, horrible bodily function noises right into the microphone. That's bad of me. I feel bad now. But yeah, so let's go ahead and venture and, pluck the wings off of butterflies, because we're maniacs, and just kind of try to survive while we make our way over to Whiterun and go get that stuff. Now, as I was saying with the alteration, what's cool about picking up the transmute book is it means I'm going to be able to transmute iron into gold through the process of iron to gold, or iron to silver, and then silver to gold. Now, it's not so much the fact that I have gold, although gold and making jewelry is going to level my blacksmithing probably a lot further than it would making anything out of iron. Looks like we have the potential to get some leather. Yay! Thanks, Eric. and some food and such like that, because again, I'm not going to be making a lot of potions, so food and all that kind of stuff helps out quite a bit. So what do we got in this strong box here? We got a garnet, we got a salt pile, we got a flawless amethyst, and then we have twin secrets, which was enchanting. That's nice. Now see, I don't even have the noise I get from leveling up spells and skills. I don't know what's up with this. Something's super borked. But anyway, yeah, as I was saying, so leveling up alteration, in this mod that gives you the expanded skill trees, alteration has 2 different perk lines that are really nice to take, and one of them actually boosts your resistances based on your perk level, and you will pick the first one. I believe the first one is a resistance to a specific magic type. Now, I started off as a Nord intentionally because once you start getting into the late game, say like Dragonborn and stuff like that, a lot of the enemies that you'll face, especially even a lot of the enemies that you'll end up facing in the... Ooh, the texture's borked. Oh, deer's back. Why? Why won't you die? It's not a shame. We need food, Eric. Shut up. The first one, as I was saying, again, sorry, I keep getting sidetracked. The first one actually gives you the ability to buff it against a magic. And taking Frost, I find, is fairly helpful because it'll actually give you a 50% boost in resistance to Frost. Now, I picked a Nord, which already natively gives me a 50% boost against Frost. So you go ahead and you pair the fact that I'm already 50% resistant with another 50% resistant. It does raise my frost resistance quite a bit. Now, Draugrs and a lot of the other native creatures and enemies in the game happen to use frost spells a lot. There's actually also a quest that I believe it's the Dawnbreaker. Meridia's Sword, or no, was it Meridia? Yeah, it's Meridia's Sword, Dawnbreaker. That, the guy you face, even if you're kind of high level, he has a frost spell that will just lay you out. And I don't really feel like dealing with that, and having a high frost resistance would be nice. Now, on the other hand, dragons, they are majority fire magic, and Nords don't natively have a fire resistance. So, sorry about that again. So it may behoove me to actually take the 50% fire resistance instead. Now, the next tier after that gives you a resistance to certain types of, I believe it was weapon damage? Actually, we'll go ahead and we'll take a quick look here. So we'll go over to alteration real quick. And it is alter self resistances. You may choose 2 resistances to increase by 25. That's correct. And then you choose an attribute, health, magic, or stamina, to increase by 50. Alright, that's what it was. Alright, so you pick 2 resistances. So you pick 2 of the magic magic classes. And since I typically have a bit of... Who are you?
I don't know who you think I am, and I don't care. Leave me alone.
I don't have time for this foolishness. Now come along quietly, and we won't have to get rough. Brother,
Excuse me.
telling the truth.
I'm not going anywhere. Now back off before I do something drastic.
She doesn't have the scar.
Oh.
What? Oh, you're right. We've made a mistake. Now move along before that mouth of yours gets you into trouble.
Next time
You're the one who started it.
someone, make sure it's the right person.
I wonder if I can kill these guys. I made a smart decision. Why is it not letting me quick save? It's not letting me quick save. Oh, there we go.
What was that?
I want your sword! Sit! Sit! Nice. Alright. I'm gonna take some scimitars. Where are you going, scimitar? Come back! Come back! Hey, no, come back! Come here! Thank you. Now, do they have a heavy armor? I can't remember. Hammerfall. Nope, they are no armor. Cool. But I think the scimitar is way stronger. Yeah, awesome.
Is someone there?
Crazy guy sword. Uh-oh.
You're as good as dead.
Uh-oh. Who are Are these white one guards? Oh god, I made the guards angry.
You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense?
His sword was cool. I just wanted his sword, that's all. You caught me. I'll pay off my bounty.
Now come along with us. We'll take any stolen goods and you'll be free to go. After you pay the fine, of course.
Okay. For shame. For shame. That wasn't totally so I could just get into Whiterun easier. I could have run, I could have fought, but I realized those were Whiterun guards, which means they're going to bring me in to Dragon's Reach. So, ta-da! We're in Whiterun. Yeah, we did it! Sweet! And I got to keep my swords because I already killed them and it's not like they need them back. So what we're going to do now, and since we're already in Whiterun, is we're going to go ahead and go over here to the inn. Oh, hi, Lucia. We're going to go to the inn, and we're going to ask them if they hear or have heard any rumors and pick up a quest. Because the area I want to go to is typically marked as a quest.
Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
Okay. You want to talk to me? Who's in charge here? Are you in charge here? No? Okay. Are you in charge here?
There's work you need. How about shopping up some wood?
Yeah.
Here, take a look at this.
Got any leads?
Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter.
Okay.
Well, I was thinking.
Need anything
Kill the
else?
band leader located at Redoran's retreat. Awesome. So we got our first quest. We're going to do this because this is going to get us some money so we can get ourselves started.
Nothing.
Stop picking on the old lady.
Struggles, our suffering.
So let's go ahead and do that. That might also get us some slightly better gear too, because the starting gear that we have obviously is shite. But what's cool is I have Ars Metalica, which means that I can actually come over here to the smelter, and if I have items that can be broken down, they can be broken down. So my shield gives me 2 iron ingots, and my sword gives me another 2 iron ingots, which means I have a slight head start. And I can come over here and use the tanning rack, make some leather, and perhaps I can actually make something that... What? No. What's a fur plate? I can make bandanas? Cool. So let's see if there's something I can make in the iron spectrum that might be nice. That requires corundium and more iron. But it would give me more armor. I could definitely use a helmet. I need some leather strips. I can make those.
I just can't
Let's
fill
make
an order
ourselves
the size
some leather
of my own. Why don't you
strips.
swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help.
And make myself a helmet. That battle axe, though.
Have it your way. I'll take the job, but don't expect a miracle.
Alright, and so now we have our helmets. Sorry, Eric, you don't get one. So yeah. Now with Skyrim. Actually, you know what? This episode might be running a little bit longer than we had planned. I was going to give us a little bit of a 10-minute intro, but it looks like we've already gone and pushed ourselves off into roughly around the 15-minute range. So let's actually hold back a tiny bit. So we're going to go ahead and end the episode here with my big, bushy, burly beard poking out from under my helmet, and Eric, as always, being slightly far enough away to not be too overly creepy. So I've been Carnae, this has been Skyrim, and I will see you in the next episode. Adios.